everybody. Today we get stories. My my granddaughter sorted almost half of those beads, and she took them home to sort the rest. So good for me. She's having a blast just sorting them, but I told her, please be careful. It's a lot of beads. Anyway, I woke up late again. I'm expecting a voice message or even a video message. Today we are celebrating my parents' 65th anniversary, which was in February, and both of their birthdays, which were in March. And that's no April Fool. That's true. Mom's birthday is the 18th, and my dad's was the 20th. He was born on Spring Day. So, I will probably I will check in later. And, hello. Excuse me. I just had a good laugh. My husband was watching the end of one of the Sherlock Holmes movies, and they're good movies. I've always enjoyed them too. I like Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. I'm glad he's got his life back together. He's got a great family. I just love his acting. Yeah, so I'm a big fan, I guess you could say. But anyway. He was at the end of it. I wanted to start doing this, and I said, well, let me see what else is on. And I won't say the name of the show, but let's just say it was one that he feels is just so stupid. We neither one watch it, but he just, his expression, it was just hilarious. So anyway, I couldn't help from laughing. It's typical Joe, but every time he does it, I laugh. Anyway, haven't had a video chat with Dad yet, but they were having the party. There were a lot of people there, and they tried once. I didn't seem to know how to answer the darn thing, but it was from my sister's phone. But anyway, she's going to set it up later because she said there was so much confusion with people getting up and around the room and leaving and stuff. Dad has trouble hearing as it is, but while I had her on the phone just talking, I called her back. She said, well, I'll put him on the phone. You can talk to him. And I could tell the times he could hear me and the times that he just wasn't catching the message at all. Dad's very brilliant. He's a brilliant, with it man, and his mind is still, other than getting, to the age where he forgets some things once in a while, which is like a family trait with some of us. But he's lost a lot of his hearing. He has gone through a lot of hearing aids. He doesn't like them because they don't cut out the ambient noise, and it's too much. I suppose it's probably like us being in this house and it's so quiet because we haven't had any kids in it for so long. Then we get the whole family together and it's a lot of noise, and we enjoy that, don't get me wrong, but it can be a little overwhelming. So after a while, but I'm I don't want to get too long. I've got some wonderful things here. After Robin's story, things just kind of poured in. She sent in another piece. Carla sent me one. And I'm also going to read you some remarks from a young man who is so encouraging with the beadwork, and his beadwork and his tutorials on his channel. Just awesome. Anyway, Okay, Robin Russell says, back again to tell a little more about my life growing up. I was the oldest of 6 children, 4 boys and 2 girls. And my uncle had 4 girls and 2 boys. Figure that, huh? When we did the rodeo, I believe I was between the ages of 12 to 15. Okay, that puts that in an age group that, okay, that I can visualize even better. Because if you remember right, yesterday she was riding calves. And my brothers just stair steps younger. We would get the yearling calves. Okay, she's clarifying a lot here, and it really is helping. In the barn, and get one in a stall to get on and then turn it loose in the open middle space. We usually had enough kids from cousins and neighborhood kids to have an all afternoon fun. That's brilliant, Robin. Thank you. That is just brilliant. Because if you remember yesterday, Robin told us about these rodeos, but she didn't give us her age, and I was trying to just feature this in my mind. And so she has clarified a lot, and it just makes it so much more fun. All those kids in that little open space, and they're just, oh, that had to be hilarious. I want to be a kid again so I can try it. The yearling calves. Okay, they're getting up there in size. Carla Sherman, you're talking about the sows reminded me of a story. When I was little and staying with Grandma and Grandpa Currents, we often visited the friends that lived up the road from their farm. They raised pigs. I wandered off and managed to get into a pen with sows and piglets. Now that's a dangerous situation, let me tell you. I can hear the gasp. The adults went back over. No, wait a minute, I missed a line. The adults went bonkers. I can imagine if it was my child, so would I. One of the Johnston boys, Johnson, not Johnston, one of the Johnson boys made a mad dash for the fence, leapt over, grabbed me, leapt back over to safety. I just missed getting gored or trampled by a very angry mama pig, and they can't believe me. We had boards that we always put between us and the hog. And they would hit that board too. Okay, let's count this as one of my dumb kid stories. We all have them. I'm sure it gave the grandparents and the Johnsons a few gray hairs. In my defense, Grandpa didn't raise pigs, so I hadn't been warned. Also, I was only 3. Hey, I grew up on a hog farm, and at 3, I wouldn't have known any better either. Thank goodness they saved you, dear Carla, because I love you dearly. Oh, and I remember Uncle Ed and Aunt Pansy Currents. I do. Uncle Ed just has always been in here in my heart. Anyway, okay. Her last line, I can't let that go. Her last line, you better believe I never did that again. I very much believe you. I imagine they didn't let you near a pig pen for a while. Anyway. And then Justin Bennett. He makes the most wonderful things with beads. I watched him make a gumball machine keychain using, he uses the more plastic type of beads. Well, the ones I use are plastic. They're just, these, they're the colored beads. Mostly primary and secondary colors. But anyway, they're cute as can be. I watched him make a Ninja Turtle head. One of those, Ninja Turtle. Anyway, he's so encouraging, and this is these are a couple things he wrote on different days. Anyway, this was, I think, from yesterday when I had been sorting all those beads, and he says, "Oh my, that's a lot of beads for sure. Of all the colors of beads, pink seems to be used the least. Well, for me, it is. I've got an overstock of pink. You can do it, though. I believe in you." And I'm so grateful, Justin, because you really are an artist. This one, okay, this is on the day when I made the necklace. And I showed the necklace. So this one was actually before the other one that I read. Okay. This one, yes, it is beautiful. Elegant. I think it's nice. Looks good. Glad to see you finished one and you are happy with it. Thank you again. Justin is just, go watch him. It's so fun to watch the things he puts together. And he tells how to do it. I would, if I still had kids old enough around, I would probably set them down to some beads and to watch his channel and do them. It's just been one of those days. And I can hardly believe that it's actually April Fool's Day. But it is. And I haven't pulled any April Fool's jokes yet. Or any April Fool pranks yet. But I will give you an April Fool's, because of the vlog, or because of the stories, pig face. Oink, oink. I haven't done that since I was a kid. Well, I think I showed my kids how to do it once or twice. Oh, the things we do, the things we say. And I never know how to finish that off. I don't think I even did it the same way. I'm going to have to cut something. I just know I am. But we'll see you again. Mañana.